Yo guys, what is going on? It's your boy Steez, and I am back today to give you the second of the series of how to small scale. So if you're new to the channel, welcome. This series is about how to set up your own small scale and do well and get kills, and yeah, have a fun time doing it. So this week's video is about stacking, baiting and luring. Now there's only so much I can say about these three things and how to do them, because it really does just take experience. However, I'm going to explain what they are. So stacking is basically all about movement, okay? You're going to need clear comms, staple callouts that your group knows. For example, I'll leave a screenshot of the callouts I make. Now these are probably going to be a foreign language to you guys, like they make no sense, okay? A lot of these make no sense whatsoever, but these are the callouts I use in group so that people know where to go, what to do, and you know. Now this is just my terminology, okay? None of this actually makes sense, like it does if you think about it, but it's just so that comms are clear, mainly. Now, the way you want to do this, you know, you're not going to have like you don't want to set it up like this. You know, we've been running as a small scale for a couple of years now, so these are callouts that we've developed over time. You know, these are just ones that I use all the time, and so that anyone that new that joins the guild can look into this channel and see what kind of shit they're getting into, I guess. But yeah, you want to make stable callouts, and this is going to help a lot with stacking, because if people can stay on crown, they're a lot less likely to get focused out, and the stack of enemies is much less likely to split. Now stacking is much harder when you've got friendly players around you. This is why you're going to want to pick your own fights at home keeps and stuff like that, because it's going to let you be able to stack up the zergs that you're attracting much easier, since there's less friendly players there to distract them. Now ideally you don't want any friendly players there to steal your AP, so getting your own keep is crucial, or getting something to hold down. So the way you stack is, if your group stays on crown and you move around often, you are going to create stacks, okay? Because if you can line of sight, people are going to chase, and you can move back on yourself, get another line of sight, people are going to chase there, and they're all going to stack up in the middle. There's several different choke points in Cyrodiil Battlegrounds I see. There's too many to mention actually, so you want to learn these and utilize these. So to reiterate what stacking is, it's basically stacking up the zerg, and the way you do it is by good movement and clear comms. And just remember, there's certain ways you can influence an enemy zerg and how they move, okay? Just keep that in mind. So the next thing I want to talk about is baiting. Now baiting is where you let your heals drop slightly in groups so that your health bars start moving slightly. Now when enemies see your health bar, they can't see how much stamina mag you've got, you know, they only see your health bar. So if they see health bars start moving in an organised small scale, they are going to want to push, okay, because they're not probably going to get a better chance to push you, you know. A lot of the time you're going to be able to out heal any 12 man unless they are organised themselves. The only time you're going to run into trouble when you fight in a zerg is if they call in another small scale, or if they call in another ball group or another zerg. That's when your heals are going to start dropping. But generally speaking, if you can bait your heals, just, you know, what I do generally is I'll just tell the DPS to go full DPS mode, and the healers focus on healing, And you know, the heals aren't as strong, so the health bars start moving and people get cocky, and then that's when you go in for the kill. So baiting is really useful in a lot of situations when you're trying to stack up zergs, especially if they're refusing to push you. You know, a lot of the time groups will just wait for you to make a move because they can tell you're coordinated. But if you can bait them with your health bars, you know, that's going to give them more than enough opportunity to push you. So luring, what is luring? Luring is basically baiting and stacking put together, but it's all about, again, it's all about movement and choke points. So if you can, like what we usually do is we'll send out one tank or support, you know, some tanky boy out into the zerg, just so that they all start focusing him, and he can lure them into a choke point. Okay, so like if you're at a keep and the door goes down, get the tank to jump down and slowly walk them into the choke point. There's several different ways you can lure. Tanks being one of them, but there's so many different ways, and there's so many different choke points in the game that it's kind of hard to be able to go over everything. So luring is more the retreating aspect of small scale, but not necessarily. So when you are getting focused super hard, say you're out in the open field, there's no line of sight, luring is going to be all about looking after your mates while you kite away. And you know, you're going to want to listen to your crown at this point, or you're going to want to make staple callouts as to where you are planning on moving before you move there. Okay, and you know, the longer you carry it out, the more people you're going to get attracted to you. So luring is all about waiting for more people to come. Okay, so a lot of the time we'll have like 6 or 7 dudes on our ass, but I can see like 6 or 7 more in the distance. Luring is what you do between then and getting them other people into the stack before you blow them up. So it's all about using movement and callouts and line of sight and stuff like that. So I don't really want to spend too much time on that, guys. I think that'll do. If you've got any questions, please do leave a comment below and I'll get back to you pretty quickly. Obviously, if you enjoyed the video, guys, I would really appreciate it if you could change the colour of that subscribe button below and click the thumbs up button just to give me some support. It really does help a brother out, and I appreciate every single one of you guys. Now, the next video I will be posting is going to be about ult drops. Now, there's a lot more to that video, and it will be a bit of a lengthier video than this. And the next video probably has the most information that you're going to find useful. So make sure you do click the bell so that you get notified when I post that. And without further ado, guys, I am going to bid you adieu. It has been your boy Steve. Peace.